Hello, welcome to my video. I chose the scenario of you are a marketing director for a medium-sized company in Alberta. Your company is expanding globally and you work closely with the partner office in China. Two key managers in the Chinese office have left the company due to a perceived lack of trust. Based on the feedback, how will you address this issue? In the first steps of how I'll address this issue, I would look at the situation from all angles. So I would set up my scenario in which first I am the marketing director, and my two parties I have to face are my company's Albertan team on one side and my company's Chinese office on the other. I would first start by using Hofstede's model, and the first thing I would do in regards to the spectrum is assess individualism versus collectivism. Canada is a country in which individualism is a dominant culture and mindset, and we thrive in an environment where individuals are encouraged to develop their skills and make their own decisions. However, China is dominantly a collectivistic culture. Members are expected to be interdependent with each other and follow group norms. China is also a power distance country where official titles are used to preserve hierarchy relationships. Knowing this, when I sit down with my company's Alberta office, the first thing I would do is discuss the method of communication that is being done with our office in China. It is clear that through the company's Chinese employees leaving, that we are lacking in our self-awareness and global mindset, and we need to take steps to improve it. The methods I would suggest are the following. We have to focus on inclusive language. When in meetings or in sending emails or in messages, we have to use inclusive words like our, we, and people. It is also helpful to learn and take note of the hierarchy within the office in China and to use titles associated to people in their positions, because this is the respect they are used to seeing in their culture. It is a cultural nuance. If the employees in Alberta take these steps to better their communication, then I strongly believe we will resonate with the cultural nuances and an overall culture that is focused on long-term orientation, where people tend to be motivated by having a sense of long-term perseverance, commitment, organizational identity, and loyalty. So we must show our office in China that we are focused on a long-term future in this company. It is important for us to know as a Canadian company that we must know when to take a step back and learn cultural nuances in any country we branch out to. We as a company know our strengths, but we must also focus on collaboration by not only using our strengths, but also self-awareness, cultural curiosity, and ability to listen. Now, to address the other part of my scenario, where the strategies I would employ to communicate in the meeting with the company's office in China, I will employ the communication strategies of coherence, control, and clear unity of purpose when preparing for my meeting with them. I have already practiced control because I would have dived into an in-depth research on where the team in Alberta needs to improve, and ideally I would have also deep dived into the methods of communication and marketing we are employing to understand where we need to improve in our self-awareness and cultural curiosity. The next steps would be coherence. By gathering my points that I gained from the strategy of control, I can make my case logically connect and fulfill my ultimate goal of focusing to make my communication coherent by charting my ideas in a way that team members can best understand my case. When it comes to the moment where I'm in the actual meeting itself, I will employ the grid proposed by Blake and Mouton, in which I would use team management, in which is the style that I personally find the most effective when aligning the leader, in which case in this specific scenario is myself, to the group. To me, a centered presence is required. There is a level of disconnect and disorder between the Canadian office and the office in China. So as a leader in this conversation, I must obtain a mastery of thought, feelings, and actions in order to raise above the chaos and disorder and strengthen my connections to the people in our Chinese office and remind them that we hear their concerns and we want them to believe in our cause. This would then allow me to create an environment where we have the freedom to debate safely and positively, and members in the meeting will feel like they are pulling their weight by being able to propose their ideas and values that are important to them when they work within this company. I personally seek to grow my global mindset. Through continuing to learn and listen to international audiences, I can aim to build a strong online presence, network with individuals, and set up successful collaborations, and ultimately build a high awareness for the world around me. Through these strategies, I would successfully employ the lessons we learned in modules 1 to 4 in order to approach this scenario. I appreciate the faculty of INT 207 taking the time to listen to my video. Thank you.